So the person asked, am I the asshole for starving and poisoning my friends' kids? I, 24,
Wait, can you reread that first sentence?
am I the asshole for starving and poisoning my friends' kids?
Okay, I'm gonna try and keep an open mind here. Keep going.
Okay. I, 24 female, have been a vegetarian for 10 years, and I find that Indian food has some of the best vegetarian dishes, so that is what my diet mostly consists of. Although I do love cooking vegetarian food from different cuisines as well. So, for the past month or so, after my friend 36 female started a new job, I've been looking after her kids 6M, 7M, and 9M, so I guess they're all boys, from
Okay.
11:30 to 4, Monday to Friday. As she works from 12 to 8 p.m. and her husband, 42 male, works from 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. And they can't afford childcare. I don't take any money from them, for this is as I know they both work minimum wage jobs and do struggle. So I'm happy to help out where I can. During the time the kids are with me, they have lunch and a snack. Since I'm cooking for everyone, it's usually Indian and vegetarian. Although I do tone down the spices for lunch since they are kids. And for a snack, I give them fruits, chips, sandwiches with juice or milk. These kids love the food and always leave a clean plate. And the older one usually goes in for seconds as well. I have no issues so far. Well,
Okay.
yesterday my friend came over to my house and started berating me for starving her children and poisoning them by not feeding them normal food with meat in it. She demanded that I start cooking them proper food with meat, only using salt, pepper, and garlic, or she would call CPS on me for child abuse and neglect. Apparently, her kids
What?
now don't want to eat the food that she and her husband cook and say that it's bland and keep asking for my food and that it's all my fault. I refused and told my friend that I will no longer be able to watch her children, and now she's even angrier with me. And both her and her husband are calling me an a-hole and saying that they don't have any other childcare options. It's not a question of being able to afford the meat, as I work from home as a software developer and have a lot of free time throughout the day as well. But the food I cook has plenty of protein, carbs, and fats, and all of the macros, and the children have never asked for meat either. Am I the asshole, and should I buy meat and let the kids make like ham and cheese sandwiches for lunch? I feel guilty that they will struggle to pay for childcare if I don't take care of the kids.
The entire F, dude.
What's your thoughts?
Dude, what? Dude, this is my one of my big issues with people in general, right?
Mm.
Feeling entitled to somebody else's time, attention, money is so annoying. Like, you pissed at her. Okay, maybe I could understand being like, hey man, feed our kids some meat. Okay. You could easily cook Indian dishes with meat in it.
Yep,
Like, that's not
yep.
a hard thing to do.
Mhm.
But then to say only use salt, they try and gentrify the Indian food. Wait,
Yo,
that
yo.
man said only use salt and pepper, nothing else. Don't use no coriander, you
Mm-mm.
know.
No
Don't use
paprika.
no paprika,
Mm-hmm.
you know. No adobe. Don't use none of that.
Oh man,
Just salt and pepper, okay? That's all we could afford. That's all we're going to eat.
I don't even think that's a thing. Them thing
Shoot.
costs like $2.99. You can afford paprika, okay?
Dude, they don't have the money, okay?
For paprika? No man, you wildin'.
They can't even afford cinnamon.
You
They don't have the money,
wildin'.
okay?
These man eating oats just out the box, nothing in there.
Straight up. Cornflakes and milk, no sugar,
Oh
nothing.
my gosh, that's
So that's already problematic. That then, no, after they tell her that, and she's like refusing to do it. Well, first of all, how are they going to accuse her of starving and poisoning the kids?
that's wild.
Where's the poison at? No meat?
Maybe the spices.
Bruh, come on now. That's ridiculous. I'm gonna guess that there are these kind of people.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because there's no way you have a problem with people using spices in their food.
think the problem is that the kids don't like their food anymore and they feel bad.
Well, learn to cook some different food. Like, ask her for the recipe. Be like, hey, what you be cooking for the kids? Can you give me the recipe? Like, there's ways around this besides
Yeah.
telling her how to stop doing it. And I guess the other thing is, right, she could stop. She could cook. Um, well, let me say this. The caveat would be I wouldn't stop cooking while feeding the kids. I would
Hmm.
just add meat to it. I think
Yeah.
that would be the only change I would make.
But I think it
Because,
would still taste better at her house. Cause
but
she have
that ain't her problem.
it is not
It
that's
ain't
the
her fault
problem they
with
have with
her.
her.
It
It's
ain't her
not
fault.
about being poor, it's about having flavor.
It ain't her fault that they take salt and pepper as spice
Oh
as
my
spices to add to meals.
goodness.
But the fact that they call her an asshole because she's like, no, I'm not gonna do that. And I'd rather just not watch your kids if that's the case. Because I mean, it's an ultimatum she gave them basically. Either I will keep doing what I'm doing, or I
Hmm.
just won't watch your kids. And they don't want to do what she's doing. So of course she's not gonna watch your kids anymore. But you call her a-hole for that? Like that don't make sense to me.
Yeah.
That's where the entitlement come in.
But I think that's possibly more work for her as well, because now she has to have separate dishes that she can't use for herself because she's vegetarian. And
Wait, did she say she's vegetarian? I
for the
thought she said
past
she eats meat, but she just decided to cook vegetarian.
she's been vegetarian for the that's the first thing I said.
You know,
For the past
when I
10
hear a vegan or vegetarian, I just tune out. Like, who does this?
for the past 10 years she's been vegetarian.
Okay, okay.
So she only cooks vegetarian dishes that are Indian based.
Oh, got it, got it.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be more work. She has to separate dishes and not get into her food because then she could react to it negatively.
And she gotta cook like just enough for the kids because then she don't have leftovers and she can't do nothing with it.
Well, they're there
And
all
I guess she
week.
could feed it when they come back again.
Yeah, but nah, I was vegetarian for a year and it wasn't that bad at all, actually. I didn't feel poisoned or starved. I actually ate a lot more.
Yeah.
I felt like this not cutting it, so I have to double down.
I tried being vegetarian. Well, yeah, I did try like eating mostly veggie meals, like not meat in it.
Hmm.
I never feel fully satisfied when I eat those things. Like I don't feel full.
Yeah,
I don't need a lot of meat. I could just have like one strip of chicken and then the rest could be vegan. But I
yeah,
need at least a little bit of meat. Like just the one strip of chicken would be enough.
yeah.
But when I don't have meat, I don't feel full. I just still feel like hungry. Or even if I do feel full, I don't feel unsatisfied.
Mm.
Like I didn't really just eat
Did
kind
you
of
ever
vibe.
try the like the veggie meats, like veggie burgers and all that stuff?
I don't think we did because I felt like we were trying to also like remove processed food.
Okay.
So that was part of it.
You
But I
ever
mean, I
had
would try it again.
you ever had veggie bacon?
Yeah, I don't think I like it.
You shouldn't. It's just vegetables.
I ain't gonna lie though. I've had vegan mayonnaise. No, that bangs.
That's
The
different.
veganese,
Yeah, yeah.
that tastes so good.
Mm-hmm.
What else? I would say this though. I do think people need to eat less meat. So let's talk about. I want to kind of talk about vegetarian and being a vegan and stuff like that.
Okay.
I think in general, our society eats way too much meat. I once one time when I was like really big into working out, I calculated how much macros I would need and stuff like that. And basically, the amount of carbs you're supposed to eat compared to the amount of proteins and fats you're supposed to eat is a
Mm-hmm.
lot more than what we eat technically.
Gotcha.
So, like for instance, when I did the math, I only needed 1 pound of meat per week in my diet, and then the rest of the protein would come from like beans and like legumes and like other sources from the proteins.
Mm.
If I wanted to exclude all plant-based proteins, then I would have to eat more meat, of course. But if you want a balanced diet, you can't exclude plant protein.
Yeah.
So yeah, imagine only eating 1 pound of chicken per week. Like that's almost impossible for people nowadays.
I don't even know how much is a drumstick?
Let's put it this way:
Yeah.
one chicken breast is about a pound.
No, 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 no. We have to
Yeah,
increase the math.
Yeah, exactly. So imagine you get to divide that between 7 days.
That's like a nuggets a day.
Pretty though, like
Yeah.
yeah. And then plus you're drinking a protein shake. And at that time I was drinking plant-based protein shake, which
Hmm.
tastes really good, but I had to stop because a lot of plant-based protein shakes have carcinogens in them. I mean,
Mm.
not a lot. The one I was drinking back then did because I think the plant absorbs it from the ground and then it
Yeah.
gets processed in.
Mm.
So I had to stop drinking it.
There was a story once about a guy who only drank soy milk, and
Oh,
the
he get
story
breast.
said that, yeah, but I think that was fake.
It is fake.
Okay.
I think they were saying the one of the worries about drinking soy was that it could increase your chance for breast cancer too.
Mm.
But I think that was fake too.
Oh, okay. I was making sure.
I still don't drink it though.
I used to drink it when I was a vegetarian,
Yeah,
but now
nowadays I drink.
I moved on to oat milk.
Yeah, I drink oat milk or almond milk now.
Yeah. Okay,
Are
so
you? Would you ever be vegetarian again or vegan?
I would try vegetarian again just for health reasons. My doctor said I have too much cholesterol. My cholesterol is high, so I have to avoid red meats. But it's so hard. I love ribs, man.
Yo, just eat very lean red meat.
That's what I've been trying to do. I only like eating the other meat like once a week, maybe twice a week.
Yeah.
But I've always been a chicken person anyway, so it's not that hard.
I've heard though that cholesterol is also like hereditary.
Mm.
So even if you stop cut it out completely, your cholesterol might still be high regardless.
All right, then I'll just double down. Thanks.
No, that is not what I'm saying at all.
Oh shoot! All right, you could
Wait, what's
go
the
on.
difference between vegetarian and vegan, by the way?
I don't know. Do you know?
I have no idea. Do
I think
vegetarians eat
vegans
meat?
don't eat anything that has to do with animals at all.
Oh, like honey. They don't wear leather. Oh yeah, yeah. Now I'm remembering. I had a teacher who was vegan. He told me about this stuff. So they don't do anything with animal products, like even their clothes, even like if their shampoo was animal tested, they won't use it, stuff like
Yeah.
that.
So I have a chart here, like a kit chart that has vegan, vegetarian, not eat maybe. So vegans don't eat meat, seafood, dairy, eggs, honey, gelatin, maybe alcohol, and vegetarians don't eat meat or seafood, but they do eat dairy, maybe eggs, honey, gelatin, and alcohol.
Okay. Then I guess I could be vegetarian. I can't be
I
vegan.
don't think I could be vegan, man. That's to me, being vegan is like being on a diet all the time for every single thing. You have to look at all the packets, look at the back of everything. What's in this? What? You have to make sure there's nothing in anything. Corn
Yeah.
syrup, sugar, milk. Nope, can't eat this.
Yep.
Crazy.
And that's the thing. I once dated a girl who was vegetarian,
Mm.
but she was like a vegetarian who like didn't care if she ate meat or not. So like, let me just put it this way: she wouldn't eat meat on purpose, but like if they cook, if I make like chicken and rice, right?
Uh-huh.
She and veggies, she'd be like, give me the rice and the veggies, but pour a little bit of the
That's
sauce on the rice. And I was like, but this sauce was made with chicken. She's like, it's okay.
I guess there's a
Like,
scale then. That means there's a scale possibly.
yeah. She's like, I'm not gonna eat the chicken, but the sauce will help the rice taste better, so I'll have it.